Never get enough of these small doors here, man.
When I think of Portugal, I think of a few things. Beautiful landscapes, bacalhau, green wine, Pastéis de Belém, and legalized drugs. And today, we're gonna be trying one of the most important things out, which is legalized drugs.
No.
Just kidding. We're here in front of Pastéis de Belém, and we're gonna try one of the infamous Pastéis de Belém. This place has been open since 1837, making it essentially a Lisbon institution. You have to come here when you're in Lisbon.
This place really reminds me of Café du Monde in New Orleans. There you get beignets, and this reminds me of, I guess, a Portugal beignet, kind of that breakfast, savory, very sweet, and you dump powdered sugar and cinnamon all over it.
These things are light, they're airy, they're super fluffy. They're like a little custard pillow. I love them. This place is so popular that these things are mass produced. There's a long assembly line where the workers are grabbing them, pushing them to the front. The guys in the front are getting them, boxing them up. There's two areas where you can get the takeaway window and the sit down. So a little insider tip.
If you want to skip the line outside, come inside for table service. There's over 400 seats available, and it's much faster.
The great thing about these motorbikes is that generally you don't have to find any parking. You can just roll up, park, get out, and on top of that you don't have to pay.
You're probably supposed to, but you can kind of just leave it wherever and get away with it.
Our first stop is a place called Torre de Belém. When you get here, tickets are sold at the tower itself. So just walk straight to the tower, stand in line, and when you get in, you'll buy them. All right, we're on the first floor, about to head up to the top. Just read that this place was actually used as a prison as well. I would not want to push my time here.
It still, though, has pretty nice views for being in prison, kind of like Alcatraz with the Golden Gate Bridge.
With the Golden Gate Bridge.
Idea.
Always had this job. We made it!
We're on the top of the tower.
I'm the king of the world!
In this really small, one of the small dome pieces that's on either of the 4 points.
This is a watchtower, I believe. So if it sounds weird because of an echo, it's because the roof is dome shaped and only about 4 feet on top of our heads. But we made it to the top. The views are incredible. It's definitely worth coming here. You don't want to miss out on this. What exactly is Torre de Belém? It is one of the first watchtowers that Lisbon had. So it was a way to say bye to the ships leaving and greet the ships that came back in.
So essentially, hello and goodbye tower. That's what I call it.
From up here, you can see a lot of Lisbon, the cityscape, the mountains in the background. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge, as we like to call it. You can see what's on the other side of the river. Tons of boats going and coming, cruise ships.
A lot of sailboats.
A lot of sailboats. Definitely worth coming up here to check out the view. Incredible view, and it's only €6 per person. Not bad to get the experience.
and come in a historic building. All right, let's go. Another thing that I think of when I think of Lisbon and Portugal are all the beautiful monuments that they have scattered throughout the city.
We were riding along and we saw this one behind us, and it's shaped like a sail, and it was given as a gift from, I believe, South Africa to Portugal in memory of some guy.
But it has all these like sailors on the side of it that are all scrambling to get up a flag or to stand the flag strong. So the sail, but it's pretty cool. I wouldn't actually, listen, if you don't have a car, I would probably skip this one for transportation. But if you have some kind of transportation and you're already going to the Belém Tower, then stop by here. Yeah, you can walk by here. It's walking distance, and it's worth checking out. I mean, it's really large. It's probably like 100, 120 feet tall. And it's pretty impressive, all the carvings on the side of it. So, good story, come check it out. But now we're at LX Factory. My cousin recommended me this place. She said I would think it's really cool, which I do, we do. It's kind of like the meatpacking district if the hipsters took over. Looks a little bit like the raw flow market in Berlin.
Very much so.
A little bit more organized and more established, but you can find anything here. Like there's a crazy bookstore.
All different types of shops. There's a van that sells cakes. There's different types of food, everything from sushi to coffee to you name it, it's here and it's trendy. I can promise you that.
Well, imagine warehouses or like an old train station, gutted out, cobblestone street, and super, super trendy everything. So we're headed up to the 4th floor to a restaurant called MARAVILHA, where we'll drink some vinho verde,
also known as green wine,
and close out the day. It's been a real one. Jennifer, did you know that this place used to be used as a prison?
I should just stay here then.
Jennifer, did you know that this place is 100 feet tall and it'll swallow you if you're not looking?
Really? Wait, what? What do you mean?
They say the tower is 100 feet tall and it's built out of cheese.
All right.
You know that dude?
No.